We've got more great matchups coming up in the Miami Hurricanes dynasty. Welcome back, everybody. The Canes are 7-1 after dropping their most recent game to Clemson, our first loss of the year, against a team that finally figured out how to move the ball on our defense that's been so dominant. Clemson impressed me with the play of their quarterback, Christopher Vezina. We're hoping to keep that from spiraling into a losing streak against Virginia Tech today. And David Kinoy didn't play great in that game. We've seen him take a lot of sacks lately and just too many negative plays in general. And that wasn't going to be a winning formula against a team that could actually put up points against us. He's already taken 26 sacks this season, and it's been a big talking point in the dynasty. I've been seeing a lot of slider feedback lately, and for a game I tried out the 52 speed threshold last episode and then went back, and I saw some more feedback on it, and I'm going to try 55 today. We're going to see if that can slow down the pass rush at all and kind of balance out the trenches. Otherwise, I may have to explore going and upping things like pass blocking, even just slightly. I did get into a test dynasty with the 55 threshold and just, wanted to see some drives play out, and I didn't see anything bad. I didn't see a lot of sacks or anything. So we're going to see if that helps, but I've also messed with the playbook more. For a while, I've been tweaking our game plan, and I have control over the types of plays we're calling on first down and all these different scenarios. But I actually added in some new formations to the playbook today. I want to take advantage of what I think David Kinoy does well, and when he's able to get the ball out quick, I think he's at his best. He throws very accurately. We see that as long as he's protected, he tends to make good decisions, throws accurate passes. And I like our receivers a lot. I feel if we spread the field out, isolate their defenders in the secondary, we can pick them apart a little bit. So I've added some of these 5-wide plays into our game plan. I've also added in some concepts that I think will help us get the ball out faster. A lot of crossing patterns and mesh concepts. And I also like using the running back in the passing game. But there are certain routes that I don't think work all that great. For instance, the swing routes in this game. I'm sure for most of you that have been playing, the swing routes, you'll notice, they drift backwards way too far, and they're not all that useful, especially if you want to get the ball out very quickly. Say you're getting blitzed or something. So I have really found a lot more success playing like Buffalo, using the running backs more on routes where they actually get a little bit further downfield. And I think using Chris Johnson on some of these plays could help open up even more for the offense. But I do think we're going to see what things look like without Samson Okunlola, who has been allowing so many sacks over the past year. 12 sacks already this season. He is not playing well enough. Even if his ratings say he's better, I've seen too many sacks. I've wanted to get somebody else out there at left tackle to just see what it's like. So Joe Dahl is going to get the start there today in what's essentially his debut. He's a very good pass protector, and at the very least, he does have better pass block power than Okunlola. We're probably not talking recruiting too much more this season. I only have 10 seniors on this roster, and I've already gotten 14 players in the recruiting class. And we're probably going to get more. Khalil Pollard, Teddy Shelley, these are still players I really want to add. And I've offered a scholarship to Joaquin Long after seeing that he has 81 tackling. That feels significant at safety, 83 hit power. So I like to get him as a 4-star gem. And then I wanted to go to our abilities and open up a new tree. I can't spend any points within it yet, but I want this architect tree unlocked because there's some really cool stuff in here. And I feel like the passing game tiers here will be a big boost at quarterback. The chance to raise skill caps is really nice. And from what I've seen, the quarterbacks that I've been getting in my series, they are developing, but peaking and plateauing as like sophomores. So their skill caps have some limitations. They meet those caps relatively early. And I think it's tough to take that next step unless we can get some better luck on skill caps, whether that's on, new players and their caps just not being too restrictive, or raising ones that are in place. Like David Kinoy, I think is playing well. It'd be more exciting to know that he has more potential, because there's still like a step I want to see him take. So we're going to start today's action against Virginia Tech. Rivalry game. They are 6-2 on the year. They have a strong roster and 2 really good receivers, but one of them is injured. And so is Davy Belfort, their regular starting quarterback. So we knew we were going to see William Watson today, and he's played well. I don't think this is really a steep drop-off in any way. Watson has really good numbers, so it should still be a challenge facing him. At wide receiver, there's still depth behind Corin Remmers, so I don't think that's going to be too much of an issue for them. A lot of speed here. That's what we continue to see out of almost every receiving core we face. I think it's really important in Dynasty to make sure your secondary is able to kind of match that athleticism the best you can. I'm not sure the corners end up being nearly as fast in most cases, but it's hard to play man coverage in this game. I think it's already tough anyway in the college game. It's always been a little more offensive heavy, but especially if your guys can't match the speed, then you're stuck in zone, where our corners are actually a lot better suited for man. I have recruited some zone guys, but they just haven't cracked a lot of playing time yet. We have been playing a little bit of Gainwell and Bouchard, though. And let's try to put that loss to Clemson behind us. We return home for a rivalry game against the Virginia Tech Hokies. Let's get this game underway. And it's our defense who will see the field first. William Watson and Virginia Tech will start. They run inside and can't find much space at all. We've got the rain, it looks like, in this one. Could affect the quarterbacks in the passing games. 2nd down and 8. Pretty good protection there for Watson. He takes a shot and it's intercepted. Picked off by Demario Massey, who brings it into Virginia Tech territory. Launched that one into double coverage. Massey continues to be a playmaker, and the Canes quickly get their offense on the field. So we've got the change at left tackle. We'll see how Joe Dahl plays. And David Kinoy will start in the air and throws it underneath, hooking up with Jackson Carver. I'd just like to see the pass rush be balanced on both sides, and for ratings there to matter a bit more. Nice job by Chris Johnson. That'll just be something I'm probably continuing to explore. It's the one thing I think holding back the gameplay in the Dynasty. But we'll see if threshold helps. Here's 1st down. Again, going short. I think that's one of the new plays I added in. You should see a lot of crossing patterns and a chance for guys to make plays with the ball in their hands. Kinoy gives to Johnson, and he gets 1st down yardage following Emmanuel Harris. Randy Titus now on the field as we go with 4 receivers. And Johnson gets away from that blitzing linebacker. The ball ends up on the ground, but was the knee down? It appears that fumble is going to stand. I'll try to get a replay of it. But Virginia Tech takes over, and it's no gain on 1st down. Usually I have a good feel for if the fumble is true or not, but in this game, I guess maybe the animations are a little bit different, or I'm not picking it up as well. But most of the time, you can just assume the knee was down if the ball doesn't come out immediately. In this case, I think the knee was down. So what happens here, actually, 14 punches it out. And I don't know when they consider the ball to be out, but I would say the knee should be down. Each team turns it over. On 2nd down, they sweep and cannot get to the outside. That is Zaquan Patterson. And the Hokies face 3rd down. As Watson over the middle has a completion, but no first down. That looks returnable. Slaughter into Hokie territory. It's a fake to Johnson, and Kenoy has Carver. Not much there. And the protection breaks down, and Kenoy is sacked. Back at the 41-yard line. 35 yards on a run. Virginia Tech quickly into Miami territory. And they'll go right back to the run, and that is stuffed by Kevin Dombrowski. He is still filling in for the injured Sharif Ladd. And he's got a very high ceiling as the Hokies will run their way into field goal range. 3rd down and 8. Another run. Just playing for a long field goal, apparently. 51 yards now after losing one. At least it's centered. And the kick on the way is no good. It is not common that we see field goals missed when it's centered like that. You can't trust college kickers. And we're going to come out empty here. This could be one of the new plays I added in. And it's out quickly, but Perkins can't haul it in. 3rd down and 13. And again, they got the pressure on Kenoy, and the turnovers just keep on coming. Pressure off that left side again. And it's Joe Dahl who gets beat this time. It's 3rd and long, so we probably got some deeper, long-developing play. And it just doesn't give us the time. Inside give, a good run inside the 5. Hokies will run this to the goal line. In the backfield is Josh Horton to set up 3rd down. These points have not come easily. 3rd and goal, and they will not get the touchdown. I think they can handle this one, though. Missing when it's centered like this, an extra point essentially. Probably not going to happen. It's 3-0. Miami Bull still scoreless. That's a good pocket, and Kenoy still getting rid of the ball. Was there really nothing there? When we have a pocket like that, 5 eligible receivers, you know, we got to be able to get something. And, I mean, yeah, there are options out here, but apparently not the one he wanted. Kenoy downfield. That's a good ball. And Aiden Williams breaks through with a big catch. That's our best play of offense all day. Pressure on the way. Kenoy got to get it out. He does. That's Harris inside the 20. When we get big chunk plays, we like to press the gas. We're going to go, and we have 2 tight ends on the field and Johnson as a receiver. So it'll be flipped to Harris, and the young tight end gets 5. Can we cap it off now? Johnson spins his way backing to the 1 where he can't move the sticks. Come on, get us at least the 1st down here. Kenoy. No, you got to get the ball out, man. You got to give Slaughter a shot there on the slant. It can't just be wide open every time where you take a sack. It's certainly been playing out as a pretty even matchup today. We're late first half, not many points at all. We've got a punt from our own end zone here, giving Virginia Tech a chance before half. Pressure is there, and he gets away. That's an 8-yard pickup. Big broken tackle. Watson, time, and it's caught. It does feel like their protection has been better. And that's one of the things I love about slow sim is you know that it's an even playing field, intercepted, picked off, and that is Robert Stafford. And we got some pressure there from Marquise Lightfoot. That disruption is so valuable. And I'm always excited when we can watch us in these 2-minute situations. I love editing that part of the playbook. A lot of plays that I've been excited to see. But unfortunately, we continue to go in the wrong direction. Now we are just going to get sacked again? We just converted a 3rd and 10 to Stan Perkins, and then it's a 19-yarder to Larry Slaughter. Can we finally get a touchdown in this game? It is 3-3 midway through the 3rd. The rain may be a factor. The pass rush definitely a factor. As Kinoy is sacked again. You can't take this many sacks. It is tough to throw over the middle in this game. Like, yes, there are windows you could hit here, but I can understand why he's holding it on some of these plays. We have not ran the football very well. Just a couple yards of carry for Chris Johnson. So no reliable way of moving the sticks for the Canes today. And it's 3rd down. It's out quickly, and that is Larry Slaughter. And we attack downfield for a touchdown. Oh, Zaquan Patterson just got injured as Virginia Tech has made their way into Cane territory. We finally got our first touchdown drive, and they're hoping to match it. 4:23 to play in the 3rd. Watson, great protection, overthrows a receiver inside the 5. They run inside. Breaking a tackle of Tony Rizzo is Tyler Mason. Hokies on 3rd down. Lightfoot with the pressure. He sacks him. That's our first. So the pass protection issues have definitely affected us more so. Like, it's All-American difficulty, slow sims, so I know it's an even playing field in terms of the sliders and everything. Johnson, can he get something going on the ground? That's a good start, 8 yards. He tries the inside and lost the ball again. Chris Johnson has lost 2 fumbles in this game. Literally has never happened at any point in this series. And it happens during a low-scoring game. Points haven't come easily. Those are costly mistakes. Hokie ball. Empty, and they flip it ahead. Getting around the edge. Good tackle, though, made by Isaiah Thomas. 3rd and 4. Lightfoot with the pressure, and Horton is there with Carmichael. We swarm Watson as he tries to take off. Hokies will try a 47-yard field goal now. From right hash, this kick will split the uprights. We make our way into the 4th quarter. Canes up 4. Kinoy cannot get the ball out. Again, we're seeing the coverage is mostly good. If he lets it rip here to Williams, he has him open. But it seems that on these plays, there's like one really good window, and if you miss it, there's nothing else opening up. That's not good. We got sacked the very next play, and then had a weak punt that was returned for about as far as it went. Opening the door for Virginia Tech in this 4th quarter. Watson at the 35, fakes. He's going to get it out and overthrow a receiver. Pressure picked up, and it is hauled in. Play action. Watson lofting, incomplete. Well covered by Massey. 3rd and long. Another run. They keep playing it safe in these situations and nearly come up with a conversion. Yeah, you definitely keep your offense on the field when you get that close. 4th and 2. Hokies stick with the run. Didn't get it. Wrapped up at the 15. I thought they had a crease there. I don't know what happened without seeing a different angle. But the Canes will take over. The defense playing great throughout this game. Got to get 2 yards on this play. And if he just keeps going straight, he should be fine. But runs into Stafford. Maybe he saw Horton and just wanted to avoid that hit. Good protection and a catch for JoJo Trader. Kinoy over 200 yards now in the game. We've taken so many sacks still. 3rd down and a big conversion for Chris Johnson. Here's an empty look, which hasn't worked great in this game. Kinoy. Again. That's 9 sacks, man. We cannot continue to do this. He's not decisive enough getting the ball out. Like, there's a chance right there. You can throw it over the middle. But looking for something better, just getting sacked over and over again. And I have put Colin Kunalik in the game. 9 sacks is a lot. We're putting Kunalik out there for 3rd and 13. He'll let it fly, and it's broken up, intended for Larry Slaughter. Antonio Tripp, right guard, is hurt on the play. Virginia Tech, 3rd and 4 with 5 and change to go. And Watson gets out of there. He's going to run and not get the 1st down. Colin Kunalik is going to have a chance to close this game out as we get a new look. Intercepted. Unbelievable, man. He stepped out of bounds at least. Man, this game has been sloppy. That's one thing Kinoy did not do in this game. No interceptions. Virginia Tech's going to throw on a screen. Pressure from Lightfoot. Dex Watson in the pocket. Lofting again this time. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. And they've taken the lead at last. Their first touchdown of the game. What quarterback do I want out there? That interception was just too brutal. 13-10 now. Kinoy sacked. That's 10. Like, what can I do to get these guys to just stop giving up pressure every play? Well, now we have a pocket. And Kinoy will find Johnson, who makes something out of it. I've got Okunlola back out there. 2:16 to go in the game. And open is Aiden Williams now. Kinoy. He throws an interception now of his own. What a slop fest of a game. The defense might be our best chance of getting the lead back. I don't trust the offense much right now. Can't kick from here. We'll see if they go to the run to make us use that last timeout. Not this time. Watson, open and caught. And that could just about do it. He went out of bounds, so we didn't have to use a timeout. But now they can force us to use our 3rd. And we can't do much about the next 80 seconds. That'll do it. Breaking off a run and capping things off is Virginia Tech. Took them a while to break through, but they get 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns, and they're going to hand us a 2nd straight loss in our worst game of the season. I certainly didn't expect a game like that. The offense just never got off the ground. Turned the ball over 4 times. Neither team could throw the ball very well in this game. Watson, 50% completion, 2 interceptions. We were around 50% as a team with 2 interceptions of our own. One thing I was worried about raising threshold is that it would impact receiver and corner separation, and it sure felt like the windows were tight. A lot of throws went into traffic, So yeah, I'm pretty much at a loss after this one. That was such a bad game. Joe Dahl credited with 4 sacks allowed. A second loss sends us down to number 13. As we now take on Louisville, who's only 3-5. We certainly hope to end the losing streak there. But back-to-back losses could definitely hurt our chances at making it back to the conference championship. I'm still going to have David Kinoy start here against Louisville. But I'm not sure what I added into our playbook today has actually helped, as he has not been getting the football out quickly on these plays. 3rd down and 10. Kinoy, that is contested and incomplete. Slow start again for the Canes. I do want to point out that our simulated drives haven't exactly been setting the world on fire either. We just got the ball in their territory because they punted from the 1 and we still can't even get a first down. We gotta be better than this, man. The offense is in such poor form. Late first half, 6-0 Hurricanes, and Johnson gets 3. Hasn't been able to even get 3 yards a carry. 3rd and 4. Kinoy wanted to get rid of it, but he's sacked. 3rd quarter now. Kinoy over the middle has Randy Titus, and now 57 yards of passing. We'll run it with Johnson, who's able to get the edge this time, makes a move, and that's some excitement for an offense that desperately needs it. Again, Chris Johnson slipping into the secondary. See, it's not so hard. 4 receivers now on the field for the Canes. And Kinoy gives it to Johnson, who hasn't been great in the red zone. So 3rd and 6, you need your quarterback to make a play. Can he do it? Kinoy. He should have Harris. And gets rid of the football. Incomplete. That brings out Willie Shembo. And we'll try a short field goal. And it is good. We do plan on scoring a touchdown against Louisville, correct? 3rd and 5 at their 45. Titus is the running back. I see Perkins is out there. Kinoy gets it away, and that is Stan Perkins. And now Max Boger getting into the game with a 2-yard run. I'm seeing Titus in there. So I don't know if anyone's banged up right now. But Randy Titus is going to carry this inside the 30. And we'll try 3rd and 4, getting it outside, and they read that from the jump. Offense feels impossible right now. Here is Willie Shembo. And this is a 50-yard try off left hash, and Shembo drills it. Not much has gone right for Louisville offensively. They'll throw out a screen and then break away. What is this? All the way inside the 20 off of one little missed tackle. They'll flip it forward, and what a move to the edge! Touchdown, Cardinals! What are these last 2 plays, man? Louisville's in the game. I can't believe we're allowing it to be this close. Miami ball over the middle, and that's Harris on the dive. Miami with no touchdowns. And they feed Johnson. That didn't seem to work. So we try the other side and get about the same result. 3rd down and 11. And Kinoy is going to throw it incomplete towards Chris Johnson, giving Louisville an opportunity. Running back Kewan Brown has carried 33 times for Louisville. He is over 100 yards, now 34 carries. Trying to set a record. Not sure they can afford to run it too many more times. 3rd and 10. Lightfoot putting on the pressure. Incomplete. 4 on the rush. Kenoy underneath, and it's caught by Stan Perkins. Finally crossing 100 yards passing as we go to 4 minutes. 4 on the rush. Open. That's Randy Titus. First down. And Kenoy goes across now, and turning up his Slaughter. Hitting some of those underneath throws I've been wanting him to. Johnson, and a good run to the 5. Do I consider putting in Boger because he might be better in the red zone? Let's see if we can get this conversion. Chris Johnson will get us a first. Yeah, I'm thinking we put in Max Boger. And so they go empty as a response. And Kenoy's going to throw it. And Kenoy is going to take a sack. Boger breaks the tackle. He puts the ball on the ground. Why are our running backs continuing to fumble today? Come on, guys. Max Boger with a fumble. A 5-point game for Louisville. I still believe in our defense. Got to tackle better, though. 1:50 to go. That's hauled in at the 20. 4 on the rush. Lightfoot will wrap up the quarterback. 3rd and 9. They go with a run. That's going to lose yardage and set up a very tough 4th down. And the game is essentially on the line. They do have a couple timeouts, but they really need this now. We're sending pressure. Knocked down. Thankfully, I believe that was Isaiah Thomas. 1:14 left to play in the game. Should be easier to close out Louisville. Max Boger to the 3. And now Chris Johnson. And nope, can't get in. And a throw. Johnson, touchdown. See, we can finally get there. Miami will be able to end the losing streak. Sebastian's happy after this one. Canes win 19-7. As again, the offense isn't clicking the way we want it to and the way they did earlier in the season. I guess I'm not totally convinced by this threshold change. I'm not sure it really fits. And I think it's actually taken away from the offenses a bit today. Teddy Shelley joins the class as we add on to our offensive line depth with a 4-star tackle. And we're going to keep going today. I have a feeling there's a lot of stuff to cut out of this episode, a lot of bad football. We're going to take on FSU now in a rivalry game in Week 11. And I appreciate everybody with their feedback in terms of like sliders we can use to get the game to play better. I just don't think the threshold stuff has helped at all in the few games I've had it at least above 50. It's even hurt the CPU offenses and made them play worse. So although things haven't been, perfect, I don't think sliders really going to fix the mess with quarterback AI. Maybe the pass block slider can help out. I don't think threshold's really slowing down the rush at all. So we've lost 2 games now in conference. How does the outlook appear for getting to the conference championship? Well, it's no longer up to us. Virginia Tech owns a tiebreaker over us. There are 4 one-loss teams. Doesn't look likely now for our Canes. But if we're to have a chance at all, we got to beat FSU. I like beating them anyway. But we have not been playing our best football lately, so it's hard to be extremely confident heading into the game. The quarterback is Trevor Jackson, a junior, 88 overall with impact dev. Looks very good on the run, very good downfield. And he has grown in this year, cutting down his interceptions significantly. And sacks. Cam Davis, running back, 91 speed, 87 overall. Anthony Grubb has 99 speed. Let's hope that they keep him on the bench today. And a lot of good receivers, Jaylen Brown, Danny Kareem, BJ Gibson. How about the D-line, though? Lloyd Dewey, speed rusher, finesse moves at an 88. Lamont Green, very good pass rusher. Amari Williams, if he gets on, has 98 finesse moves. And the D-tackles, at least lower rated. Gotta play better in this one. We cannot lose 3 big ACC games like that, in that cluster. Not with the way this season began. It's gotta get corrected here so we can still have a shot at the playoff. If we finish inside the top 10, I think they'll let us come to the playoff. So our first drive will begin at our 17-yard line, and the offense hasn't impressed me a whole lot today. In motion, it is going to be Randy Titus, who will work to the outside, and he makes a play with the ball in his hands, and that's going to be his game with this offense. Then we hand off to Chris Johnson. Look at him work through some space. 14. And then we sweep it, and that's where the negative play shows up. And we have not done a great job of playing behind the sticks. Kinoy needs to get us 5 or 6 of it back here, ideally. And it looks like we'll do that. And then some. Good extra effort, Chris Johnson. Cane's empty. And the screen was, I think they had man coverage on it. Hard to run those mid-screens against it. 3rd and 10. We've had some promising plays on the drive. And it's going to be knocked down on the pass for Perkins. So I didn't realize we actually have a pretty key injury, it looks like. We've seen a lot of Perkins. JoJo Trader has tore his hamstring. And he's been one of the faces of this team throughout the dynasty. Thankfully, he's a junior, so it's not like this would end his career potentially in college. But we probably won't get him back unless we make it to a playoff game or something. Seminoles football now. 7-2 FSU. From the 12-yard line, and a hit on the quarterback forces an incomplete pass. Got Lightfoot there creating more pressure. This time he launches wide open. They beat him deep behind Stafford. 88-yard touchdown. That was a great deep ball. FSU strikes first. And we'll see how David Kinoy responds to that. Empty. The Canes spread the field. And it's a screen for Larry Slaughter. First down. Pressure on the way. No problem. The quick answer is Aiden Williams, who I'd really like to see take off with some big games with no JoJo Trader. Feel like we're due for more Aiden Williams. How about Chris Johnson flying down the sideline to our 47. Man-to-man defense and the pressure from Amari Williams. Loss of 9 on that sack. So we'll run Johnson. Not bad. At least making these plays manageable. The offense has already shown me a bit more hope, I think, from the first couple drives. We need more than hope, though. We need some big plays. Kinoy will not find one here. 28 on a 3rd and 16. Emmanuel Harris makes a big play. Offense back into FSU territory. And here's Chris Johnson. Give him a crease. Watch him fly all the way. A 34-yard touchdown. Miami has tied things up. The extra point is blocked. And we rejoin the offense after a quick Seminoles 3-and-out. We go empty for David Kinoy. Hits a quick one to Aiden Williams. He's looking comfortable so far. He's actually thrown the ball away when he's been under pressure on a couple occasions. Third down. Kinoy feeling pressure. Zips a pass to Stan Perkins. I wish you had just gone down. That works too. He had the forward progress, though, if he didn't fight. That's Max Boger in the game. Second down and 12. Little play action pass. Kinoy gets rid of it. If you can get a chunk here, maybe Shembo has a chance at a field goal. Or maybe you get it all. Kinoy gets Titus, first down. Pressure sent, screen. Williams following the blockers to the 15. We run Boger right side, and a good downhill play there by number 4. Red zone scoring has just been a challenge, especially here today. But how about this specific try? Third down, lost the football. You gotta be kidding me. I think I saw multiple touchdowns. And instead, the only one I'm going to get to watch is FSU on a scoop and score. Unbelievable. I saw Stan Perkins here, right there. Just get the ball out. I don't know why it seems he doesn't want to throw some of these slants and crossing routes. FSU has the ball before halftime, and they're putting together a good drive. A 29-yard pass and a 19-yard pass on this possession. And they get a touchdown with B.J. Gibson. This is trouble. Sack to end the half is the cherry on top, and it's 21-6. Gut check time for Miami. We're building a drive here, and we need some points. This feels like one of the biggest drives of the season. They're going to press, get a jam on some of these receivers, as Kinoy will get rid of it. I do think we're missing JoJo right now. We're a little lost without him. On second down, that's a fumble again. It just bursts through at warp speed. The interior is getting beat up in this game. That's just a clean win. Unfortunately, Kinoy fumbles a lot when he's hit. I want to try Okunlola at guard because Tripp's not playing well. I think he's got some wear and tear effects on him as well. FSU is going to tack on a field goal, making it 24-6. Could be seeing our playoff hopes disappear before our eyes unless we can start to turn it around right here. This drive, trailing by 18. Kinoy will throw it outside. A good touch pass. That's Jaden Mastrud. As we go a little bit further down the receiver depth chart today, with no JoJo Trader. Titus is out there. He's a freshman. I believe Stan Perkins is a freshman. Larry Slaughter, very inexperienced. A little dump off here to Perkins. Pass over the middle, and it's intercepted. He wanted Aiden Williams that time and did not find him. This is so disappointing. The season began in such a fun way, and now it looks like Kinoy's lost a lot of his magic. He can play 4 games this year and still be red-shirted. Colin Kunalik. It didn't work out the last time I put him in the game. Why should it work today? I don't know, but we got 6 points, and it's just not easy right now with this offense. Colin Kunalik on the field. And he's going to throw it over the middle. Incomplete for Larry Slaughter. 4-man pressure. Kunalik dumps it, and that's Emmanuel Harris getting the first down. And he's somebody else that should be having his name called more without JoJo Trader. Enough time to get the ball out to Stan Perkins, and his tightrope act takes him into Seminole territory. That's a nice pocket. 1 yard on the play. I might keep Okunlola at left guard. Like, it just didn't work with him at tackle. But maybe he can handle that spot. Or the guy he's supposed to block there almost made a play in the backfield. 4th and 3. We need it. Don't be afraid to tuck and run. Or give it to Boger, and he'll barely get it. This is too slow, though. Like, we need 3 touchdowns. 7 minutes to play. Slant caught Titus. Nice play. 5 minutes to go in the game, and Johnson very close to a first down. This would be a lot more impressive if we didn't need to do it 3 times. 4.5 to go. Grinding the clock down with this possession, but moving as Johnson has the perfect path. Touchdown, Canes. Now, why wouldn't you go for 2 to make it a 10-point game? Field goal, extra point makes it an 11-point game after a 15-play possession engineered by Colin Kunalik. So if we get a quick 3 and out, we can try again, but won't have nearly the same time to repeat that. It's a fake. A lot of time. Airmailed. Incomplete passes are our friend right now. 2nd and 10 FSU. They're going to throw it again. And it will be a first down. The double fake. And that's going to be incomplete. Setting up 3rd down. They're not shying away from throwing, and they're going empty. Make a play here. Pressure coming. Down he goes. If you could just break off a good return here. I'm not even asking you to score. Put it at the plus 35, though. Come on, Larry. Our 35 will have to do. It's going to take a big play here. Like a 50-yarder. And Kunalik is going to sling it. And it's incomplete. Intended for Perkins. Look at that pancake by Joe Dahl as we still get sacked on the play. 6th sack of the game. 3rd and 23. That should be enough time. But he was trying to throw it across the country. And it's 4th and 23. Pressure sent. Well covered on the pass for Williams. Seminoles a step closer to a W. He's got a pretty strong arm, doesn't he? Colin Kunalik, pretty effortless there on the flick to the outside. 24-13, FSU had missed a field goal, but that'll be a game-sealing interception. And Miami's going to drop their 3rd game of the year. And there will be no conference title this year. Likely no playoff appearance either. Very disappointing play today out of the Canes. Even our win, I didn't feel very good about it. Not many points scored, not many touchdowns. We have run out of gas. Although Kinoy has had some disappointing play, I don't imagine Kunalik's actually going to start any of these other games we play. I think that having him be redshirted this year is probably for the best. And we'll just look to, hopefully win whatever bowl game we end up getting. I don't think the playbook stuff I tried today ultimately worked. If we could get some more passes that maybe attack the outside better than the middle of the field, that might be a better route to go. Because the middle of the field, to me, in this game is an absolute danger zone. But the Canes fall to number 17, 8-3. Maybe there's a chance we can make it to the playoff, but we've lost 3 of 4. There's no reason to be, thinking we could be a playoff team right now. What I plan on doing next episode is we're going to go through the Liberty game and then whatever follows, whether it's a bowl game or a first-round playoff game, whatever it is. We'll play Liberty first and see where it goes from there. We are now 11 games into the year, 8-3. And it has a disappointing feel to it right now, with David Kenoy's magic seemingly disappearing today especially, and in that Clemson game a little bit. He still had 4 touchdowns, though. I really expected a lot more from Aiden Williams based on what we saw in the first few games of the year when he was having those 100-yard performances and the touchdowns. I guess it was only one 100-yard performance, but now we've seen like 14 against Clemson, 18 against Louisville. We're going to keep playing Okunlola at left guard then, see if that offers us a boost in pass protection. Joe Dahl, I don't think has been great, so we could keep him out there or try somebody else. But I think his ratings give him a bit of an edge right now. And Trader is the only player on the injury report, and we sure miss his impact. Last season was a 10-4 year, and there's still a chance for us to reach double-digit victories, but not as much postseason upside at the moment. And the way this season is ending, it sure makes things interesting when you think about next year and the fact that we have the number 1 quarterback in the class, Shakir Barmore. Will he possibly be ready next season? I think he could be. 75 awareness is really good for a freshman. Of course, very interested in what his traits end up being, but even if they're terrible traits, he's going to get a chance as the number 1 quarterback. But it comes down to, will that chance be at the beginning of next season? I got a really good recommendation for maybe doing a quarterback battle and maybe playing some defense in practice and trying to get a look at these quarterbacks before actually playing next year, which could be something new and fun to make that decision. But that is going to be the end of our episode today. Thank you all for watching and supporting the series. Please leave a like. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. And I will see you all next time when we perhaps finish the season with the Miami Hurricanes. Take care and have a great day, everybody.